Interrupted.
Hi everyone, this is Connection Interrupted, a new podcast giving you information on games, gadgets, TV, movies, and comics. This is our debut episode with your four hosts,
Barry,
Sean,
Joe,
and Eric. The first topic for today's episode is going to be the most anticipated games coming up. It's Gears of War Judgment, coming out on March 19th, Bioshock Infinite on the 26th, Army of Two also on the 26th, and Injustice Gods Among Us on April 16th.
Bingo Bongo.
Guys, how do you feel about that? How about Gears?
Gears is probably going to ruin my life again. When Gears of War 3 came out, I immediately went to the midnight launch and probably played it for about 6 hours straight. So I was probably done halfway through the campaign by like maybe 4 in the morning.
Did you guys pick it up?
Yep. I will pick it up for the campaign. I will not do it for the multiplayer.
You talking about Gears of War 3 or Judgment?
Judgment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, so how did you feel about Gears 3?
Alright, with Gears 3, I love the campaign. I mean, the multiplayer is the multiplayer. You're going to get frustrated, you're going to go crazy, but I think it picked up really awesome after Part 2.
Okay, so with Judgment, how do you feel about the new classes? The class system, kind of like Battlefield?
Oh no, I was really skeptical about it. Just kind of like, I'm afraid that they're going to make it too much like a Call of Duty or, you know, like a Battlefield type thing. So, I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but I hope that they don't really try to, like, reinvent the wheel.
That's true.
You know, because, I mean, the multiplayer for it from 1 to 3 was fine the way it was, you know, and the way they set it up is pretty much, it almost like they made it personal.
It's in a class of their own. There's not really any copycats.
Yeah. And, you know, it's like you get shotgun and it's not like, oh, you're dead and, you know, you're waiting for the respawn. It's like someone blasts you with a shotgun, the Nasher, and you explode into millions of pieces. And that in itself, I find it infuriating. It's almost like an insult. You know, because, like, you play Call of Duty and you're so used to just like, okay, I'm dead, so I gotta hit the X button, and you jump right back into it. It Gears of War, it's like, this person just chainsawed you, and now you gotta watch the whole battle revolve, and you gotta wait to jump back in, you know?
Before you can get that revenge.
Yeah. And then you're just, like, so immediately raged out, you go out trying to find that same person, and then, you know, you don't even know he has a torque bow, and then you immediately, he gets you explode. So, I feel like Gears made the multiplayer almost like personal as far as, you know, the matches go, and any match, you know, team deathmatch or, you know, what was it, Annex, they took that off at 3, but, you know, they had Annex and King of the Hill and all that stuff.
They're bringing Execution back also for Gears of War Judgment.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah.
All the different game types like King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Also the new one, Overrun, where one team plays as the Locust and has to get an objective, and the COG try to defend it as another team.
That's pretty cool. You know, I didn't really get into the multiplayer until Gears 3, because I don't know why, for the life of me, Gears 1 and Gears 2, I just couldn't get the whole, like, Nasher shotgun.
Well, Gears 2 had its problems. The online on that wasn't very good.
Yeah. But, like, I had that whole mentality where I thought, because in Gears 1 and 2, you could Lancer somebody, but you couldn't kill him. Like, you could bring him down, and then you had to immediately run to the guy to execute him. Like, that would be almost the only way to kill him, unless you got a point-blank, you know, shotgun kill. And I hated the multiplayer because of it, because I just couldn't get it. But then Gears 3 came out, and they brought off the sawed-off, and, apparently I was really good at it, because I would just run up to anyone and just immediately watch them explode in front of me. So I got really into the multiplayer after Gears 3, so I'm really pumped that...
I think that helps with the learning curve, the sawed-off and the retro, having those two guns in there, helping new players be able to play with experienced players and actually feel like they're having a good time, not just getting killed the entire time.
Well, like how I feel when it depends on the lobby I'm in, decides if I'm going to use the sawed-off or the Nasher. I mean, because if I'm in one lobby, the way the gameplay's going, I could stick with the sawed-off the whole time and then jump out, jump back in, and it won't work at all, but the Nasher will work fine for me. Like, it's just, with me, it depends on the gameplay and how everything's going. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting with the class system that they have in place now. I'm not sure if it's only for Overrun or if it's for every single one, but I know that the Engineer class has a repair tool where you can repair fortifications and they can throw their own sentry guns. And Assault can drop ammo, obviously, and Medics can heal. So with a new class system, I don't know how it's going to be for new players. Maybe it'll be more at home because there's more Battlefield players. Maybe we'll get into Gears.
Is that just for the Horde or all multiplayer?
I don't know if it's. I know it's for Overrun so far. Both the Horde, the Locust, and the COG can choose classes in Overrun. I'm not sure about Team Deathmatch or any other game mode, but I'm excited about it. It seems like a good game. The movement and the basics of it seem also the same. So, I mean, old veteran Gears players will still have something to enjoy.
Yeah, the cool thing about that is it gives players that aren't familiar with the game at all, they could just jump in and, if they're more of like a support type minded player where they feel more comfortable being like a medic or an engineer and stuff like that, they can still get fun out of it as opposed to, because the game is pretty much geared for you to be aggressive, It's really fast paced. I know a lot of people that don't like it because it's too fast paced. A lot of people complain about the whole third person view kind of thing. I knew my buddy said he just couldn't get used to it and the aiming and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of like blind fire and all that stuff, and it took me a while to get used to it. But then when the sawed off came out, I was like, oh, forget it.
There is a big learning curve for Gears.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just started playing Gears. You did too, just because of the whole Judgment fiasco.
Yeah, got back into it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the few games that I can get back into, pick up anytime, just because it's so intense.
Be immediately back into it.
Yeah, and it's just so intense, and I feel every time you go back into it, it's almost like you learn like something new. It's like anything when you do, like you're learning it, and then you stop. And then you go back to it, and it almost just comes like second nature to you. Like, was it like a couple weeks ago, we were playing a match, and I was just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to use the Nasher, even though I know I'm terrible with it and stuff. And then I ended up getting like a shit ton of kills just by doing it, and like out of nowhere. And it wasn't like anything like I was trying to be good at it. I was just like, well, I'm just going to fuck with this. I don't really care anymore.
You're just playing the game.
Yeah, And I even changed the controller layout to the, what's it called, the custom or...
I'm not sure what it's called, but I know you're talking about with X is to roadie run, and A is to go against the walls. That way you don't get stuck on the walls when you're trying to move through the map.
Yeah, I was really scared to change it to that. I didn't even know you could do it like that. But when I got used to it, it made running with a sawed off way better for me at least, because I pretty much don't use any cover. I try to move in as fast as I can, so. The person I'm trying to get can't, like, really react to what I'm doing. But, Gears 3 was great. Judgment has a lot of hype to it. I think it's going to be really great. I hope the campaign is awesome. It's going to
be weird without Marcus as the face. Such Baird and Cole, the new main characters.
That's true.
Some new enemies in the game. Not Berserkers. What are they called? I'm not sure what they're called, but there's a new enemy in the game. And I guess what happened was that since it's a prequel, these were all their way they fought was so aggressive that they all died out before the actual first Gears came out.
So they're pretty much like the Marine equivalent of like...
They were like foot soldiers, and they were so reckless that they completely went extinct before the time of Gears 1.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like how they, instead of trying to add on to it like Gears 4 and stuff, because Gears 3 left off, like if you play the campaign 1, 2, and 3, you become like emotionally involved to the characters, and
especially with Dominic.
Yeah, and you can tell that they've all aged and stuff, and then at the end you almost felt like you like battled that war with them. So I think it's cool. Instead of like adding on to it, they went till almost the beginning, which is kind of cool. So they can kind of like change it up to what everyone's used to using.
Shed some light on the characters that we might not know so much about, like Cole and Baird.
Yeah.
I know when Dominic died, it was like I lost a friend.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. Or in Gears 2,
one of the most emotional scenes in a video game ever.
Yeah. Gears 2, when you find his wife, that was terrible. I was not expecting that at all. That was like like, to me, I was like mortified. I was like, I can't believe that they just like did this. Like, they just you find her in like a container and it looks like she aged like 20 years.
Like she was like run through the Holocaust.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, oh my god, like I felt so fuck. I felt so bad for him. I just couldn't. I just sat there and I looked at it and I was like, this is what it feels like to lose somebody.
In a crazy way too. It's like it almost makes you play harder. Like going
like
through
have
this.
something to do.
Yeah, like okay, this is it. These bastards.
Yeah.
Like you. It makes you crazy. Like
Yeah.
you need to do this.
Yeah. Are they adding the Carmine? Any of the Carmines?
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about any of the
I feel
Carmines.
like they're not going to talk about it, and they're just going to throw one of the Carmines in there. Like, that's another character I felt kind of bad for.
all
all the brothers, they all end up freaking dying except for the one.
And even at the end, well, not the end, but even in the Gears of War 3, they kind of make it seem like he might die when he
gets shot in the head. I was like, well, this is the shittiest way to die, so I guess they're just going to do it to him right now. And he was the most, like, badass looking of all of them. Because all the other ones, they had like the full like cog suit and stuff, and his cog suit was just all beat up, and he had his sleeve showing
with the grub killer on it.
Yeah.
He was all tuned up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
So I think the general consensus here is that we're all excited about the campaign, excited about the game in general, just waiting to see about the multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm wicked interested.
I'm 10 times more intrigued about the campaign than the multiplayer.
Well, some people do just get that game for the campaign.
Yeah, I think the way the games are being developed now, it's sad to say, but a lot of the times the campaign lacks so much like story, so much information. I mean,
it suffers for the multiplayer.
Yeah, your basic game, you could probably burn through a game like 4, maybe 6 hours tops. And then they just focus on the multiplayer so much.
Like a Call of Duty. I mean, none of those stories have ever blown me away.
Yeah, not at all.
The campaign seemed more like a chore than it was than something I actually wanted to do.
Yeah, I think Call of Duty made it so anytime I bought any game, I immediately wanted to play the multiplayer before the campaign. I remember Modern Warfare 3. I bought it. Played the campaign for 2 seconds, got the invite to play multiplayer, and I didn't even finish the campaign. I did not care for it at all.
I know, the same way with Black Ops 2, still haven't finished that campaign.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Really? That one's pretty good though. I like that one.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
I care for the Treyarch campaign more than the
Treyarch has always
Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
It's so shitty though. A lot of people don't like that version of Call of Duty. Like, a lot of people shit on the game. I personally, I mean, you take it as it is. You get the drop connections and all that stuff. But other than that, I mean, the story is a lot better than the regular Modern Warfare ones. I mean, I don't think out of the Modern Warfares, the only one that I liked was the first Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Modern Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, that one was awesome. The multiplayer was great. The maps were sweet, and you had that night vision thing.
Yeah,
it's set up and stuff, which is kind of shitty because you could play the whole game with night vision, snipe the shit out of anybody. But yeah, I think the way that just the games are set up now, everyone just focuses on the multiplayer more. I mean, it's cool, but it's a shame at the same time because you remember games before the internet was even like a thing, and like the stories were so solid.
Every game was purely story driven.
Right there, Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda. Like people who, I mean, I bought a Nintendo, the Wii U. The games on it, they're all right. I can't really like be like, oh yeah, this fucking,
They're not blowing your mind.
Yeah, this Mario game is way better than Call of Duty. But you know what? I feel like with Nintendo, they just focus on the story. They know what they have for a brand. They're not trying to go crazy with multiplayer. They're not trying to top Xbox or PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
But like their games, like people like Zelda, people like Mario. They're gonna keep making those games, and the faithfuls are gonna keep buying them.
Keep buying them.
Absolutely.
They know their market. That's the thing. They know their market. And
Well, that's why they mostly focus on handhelds as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wii U is a big jump for them because obviously the Wii. I mean, it did well, but not as well as an Xbox 360
yeah.
or PS3, obviously.
Like, I feel like they take the safe ground, like being safe in the middle, consistent ground, instead of like trying to compete with the PS3s and the Xboxes and stuff like that, and trying to outdo each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have that consistent middle, like, okay, you're not going to get as much like pow for your buck, but it's going to be consistent and it's just going to keep on going.
You're going to get a good product.
Yeah, and with PlayStation, like, they came out with the Vita, and they try to compete, go handheld and stuff. And honestly, I mean, I almost bought the Vita a couple times, but all the games for it is just, it's like a burden. You get the games, and, they got the multiplayer and all that stuff, and I feel like it's just too complex, whereas you get, like, the Nintendo DS. You got a game, you pick it up, you put in Mario, play it, save it, and then you're done. You can, go back and forth with it and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Gears Judgment pulls off the story and the multiplayer as a game like that.
Yeah.
More interested on the story.
We know how you feel about it.
Do not care about the multiplayer.
All right.
Now,
so,
have you given the multiplayer a try, or is it just...
Oh, yeah. I don't like get my head blown off from real close or far away.
Doesn't it piss you off, though? Doesn't it piss you off?
Yes.
Yeah, see? That's the thing.
Well, now with the new classes, maybe you'll like it because maybe if you're not so good at one thing, there's still another to make you feel like you're doing something with the engineers. You'd be throwing turrets and...
in these new classes, can I have a solid adamantium head?
I think in all of them you can, yeah.
Oh, good.
That was a prerequisite for the whole entire game.
I think if you pre-order, you get a special shield boost. That pretty much means you can't die.
And God mode.
You just get Master Chief from Halo. He comes in there and stands in front of you and absorbs bullets.
He actually gets shot down from space and immediately kills everyone without a gun.
It's a big thing.
Gives you the keys to an El Camino and then you can drive off.
Hey,
if it was Scorpion instead of Master Chief, I would have accepted.
Scorpion doesn't have a shield.
I don't care. It's Scorpion.
We were talking about
Shut
shields.
up.
All right, moving on from Gears of Judgment. BioShock Infinite coming out the 26th.
Wicked excited. Wicked
A
excited.
lot of hype for this game. I don't really see it. BioShock 1 I played, it was very good. One of the best endings ever to a game, in my opinion. If you save the little sisters. Forgot the question.
what's the question?
There was no question. Never played BioShock 2. Heard it was good. BioShock Infinite looks amazing. I don't really know too much about it.
The first BioShock, instantly fell in love with it. Then BioShock 2 comes out, and I'm like, okay, the graphics look different. There's a lot more to the game. You're
completely different role.
Yeah, exactly. You being the
You
big
play
daddy.
I forgot about that. You play as a big daddy,
You're
right?
a big daddy in the second one.
In the really?
Yep.
I've never played any of the games. I was on Steam. I bought it because it was like on a summer deal for like $5. Went to play it and it was like glitched out. So I was like, forget this. I bought the combo pack. I saw it at Best Buy. Bought the combo pack and it was 1 and 2. And I was like, all right, I'm going to play this, and get all into the BioShock groove. And what came out? Friggin' all these new games came out. And then it's been sitting on my shelf collecting dust.
I'm actually excited for you because you have both the games and you get to have no idea going into them and then play both of them and be really surprised because they are two great, really good games. The story is awesome. I mean, the graphics are good. Even though they switch up from 1 to 2,
yeah,
it's still it takes for me. I was like, and I was like, okay, I really dig this. And the story, I believe, what is it? The second one has 7 different endings.
7?
Yeah, I think the second one has 7 different endings.
Look, yeah, with the harvesting of the little sisters and everything.
Yeah,
The same way
that
the
sounds
first one has two
terrible.
different-
Yeah.
That
two
sounds
different
very.
endings.
You're
You
harvesting
have to be-
sisters.
yeah,
Yes.
the little girl's in it. Yeah, you either.
I know that creepy little girl with the weird yellow
Yeah,
eyes.
the little sister.
You harvest them.
Yeah, depending on... I know in the first one, depending on whether or not you choose to save all of the little sisters.
Yeah.
or if you choose to, you kill them or absorb them.
What is it? You take the atom out of them?
You take the atom.
Oh,
from
okay,
it.
that's what happens.
You
You
eat
take the
the-
atom out of them, and depending on what you do, the ending changes.
Okay.
Because they have their needles, they have a nipple at the end of the needle, they extract the atom out of people and suck from the nipple that's on the needle.
That's
Drink
the
atom.
weirdest thing I've ever heard.
But it's so good.
Yeah, you should try it sometime.
Yeah. I'm going to go for the ending where you just eat the heart, and then you become an invincible god, and then just...
Yeah, but we fucking love nipples here at this point.
Yep. All right, go nipples. Fuck.
Connection nipple.
All right, guys. Next game then. Also, the 26th of March, Army of Two. Sean, I know you're excited for this game.
Oh, I am more than excited for this. More.
Can you tell us anything about it at all, or maybe the previous games?
What? No.
It's Halloween all the time, and you kill things.
No, they actually...
Okay, so we're not hearing from Sean anymore.
Yeah. Goodbye. No. The co-op in this is supposed to be tactical at best.
Okay, so not very good.
No. What do you mean?
I'm just giving you shit.
No. If you're playing with a partner online, you have to work together.
Mhm.
You both advance the same way. Either that, you can flank. One guy's still got the aggro, and the other guy can go in stealth. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a good game.
Now, I've never played the games because the first one came out like relatively soon after the Xbox released, right?
The 360?
Yeah, and watching people play it, I saw that you could go into like a mode where you could switch characters if you were playing solo, kind of thing. So it's like one pushes and then the other one pushes and you go back and forth. Yeah, so that was one of the main concerns that I had, just because I felt that with that, like, when I bought the Xbox, I was like, I don't have that many people to play with. I don't know that many people who have the game. So I was pretty much, I really don't like if I'm going to go back and forth with each character type of thing. But it looked really cool, and, you could customize your weapons, you level them up and stuff, you get all that crazy shit. But as far as that, that was probably the only reason why I didn't get into the game, was because it looked like it relied a lot on the co-op thing. Like, I mean, going back to Gears of War, the first one, when you play the campaign, it was almost made so you had to play with a friend.
Yeah, that's not true. To beat it completely easily.
No, all right. So I'm just
by myself. Told me I couldn't do it without someone. Did it so easily. Just not very good over here.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck me then, right?
The customization, actually, what you brought up about Army of Two, just seeing you play that for 5 seconds that you were actually playing is the first I've ever seen. The customization of the guns was insane.
Oh yeah,
you could literally do anything you wanted to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do really like the idea of, what is it in the second one, where you can tear the doors off of cars and use them as shields. I dig that a lot. Was that the second or the first one?
You will bring that up to no end.
I like it.
There is like literally 2 parts in the second game where you can take a door off of a car.
Well, you know what? I played the demo and not the games, and that's what I liked about it.
So it's kind of like Expendables 2 when Arnold runs up to the smart car and he just fucking rips the door hinges out.
I was Arnold for a minute, and I loved it.
My dick's bigger than this car, fuck. Like, you get Chuck Norris. Who was driving the car? Oh, Bruce Willis. Yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris was the lone wolf.
So we know Sean's excited about Army of Two. It looks good. I think we all think it looks good.
Is Chuck Norris the special DLC character? You get Chuck Norris doing roundhouses?
I'm pretty sure that you can get him in every game. That reminds me.
Would end immediately.
They're coming out with a Walker Texas Ranger game. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they're not. All right. Last game actually that's coming up is Injustice: Gods Among Us, and I know I'm the fighting game aficionado here.
That's true.
But we're all excited about this game. It looks very, very good.
And it's actually April and not March, but we had to throw it in because it just looks wicked cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype for it. I mean, YouTube's got the channel where they got the almost like the brackets where each superhero is facing off, and the fans can vote to see who they want to win and stuff like that. What do they have? They have the special edition. It's $150. You get the game, all the downloads and stuff. Oh, here we go. Street Fighter, huh?
So I'm a fighting game aficionado.
Yeah, he's just trying to show off right now. But they got
I had that queued up.
They got the special edition with the fight stick and all that stuff. I ended up pre-ordering 2 of them.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Yep, so Eric's going to get one, and I'm going to try to modify the fight sticks, even though I suck at fighting games.
I'm excited for the game, hesitant to see how NetherRealm deals with the online play.
So against NetherRealm.
Well, it's not the company, but the online, you got to admit, for Mortal Kombat was terrible.
Oh, it was horrible.
I never got into a game that I moved freely like I would, or even close. There was an enormous amount of lag the entire time. I felt like I couldn't input anything. So
you don't think they're going to learn from their mistakes from that?
I hope they do, but I mean it's not always the case.
They got a lot riding on it, though. I mean, they got all the hype. They've been. I mean, it's when does it come out? Mid-April.
April 16th.
Yeah, mid-April, and people have been talking about it for like the last 3 months. You know, and it's they're releasing bits of information and they're just trying to hype it up. I hope that it's not one of those. Oh, we're gonna advertise it, hype it up, and then just let you down completely.
Especially with all these DLCs for different, if you order at Best Buy, you get the Blackest Night. If you order at GameStop, you get the Red Sun, which I'm wicked pumped for. But I hate that they didn't include Batman with the Red Sun.
Oh yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Is it only for Superman?
It's Superman, Grundy,
and Wonder Woman.
Come on.
Nah, not a fan of that actually.
The Red Sun stuff?
Well, Superman in general, actually. You told me about the Red Sun. The costume looks cool in the Red Sun universe.
The whole Grundy outfit is amazing.
I haven't seen it.
He's got the Moscow hat on, the sickle and everything.
Yeah, the sickle and knives are stabbed into his back. It looks wicked cool. I think a noose around his neck, maybe?
Yes.
For those you guys that don't know, the Red Sun stuff is pretty much there's a comic of Superman where they talk about how what if he didn't land in Kansas and he landed in some
in Russia.
Yeah, in Russia, and he pretty much did Russia's bidding. So
amazing story.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Not that great.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Superman, but and this was the only story I truly loved out of DC's universe.
Because he was a Nazi, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a completely different country.
Yeah, fuck.
Still the same guy, just had different principles.
Oh, he would
Exactly.
he would lobotomize the people the villains he captured.
He actually worked with Ivan Drago and trained him himself for the Rocky movie.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, he did.
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
Is he German also? He's Austrian?
Nah, but he played the Russian.
Yeah, it's the wrong country.
Wow, he's still lost?
Still lost.
In the story, he systematically took out since it's almost it's a whole new storyline. It's almost like an alternate storyline for it, and he takes out. I believe there's a bunch of Green Lanterns, and he kills them all. He kills.
No one cares about Green Lantern, anyways.
He kills the Bizarro version of himself, which was probably my favorite Bizarro version of anything because that character is that's just a really dumb character.
It's like retard Superman.
Yeah,
he can't even.
Lex Luthor is the protagonist of the story, which is wicked cool.
Yeah, he's the hero of the United States, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the hero. He's doing everything in his power. Married to Lois Lane, and doing everything in his power to stop Superman. And the ending of the story is wicked cool.
So we finally got some of that nookie, is what you're saying.
A little bit.
So Lex Luthor,
not too much though. All right.
Lex Luthor, pro-America, and gets the girl, huh?
Yeah, he might be president. I can't remember.
President?
Yeah, he might be. It's been a while since I read it, but it's a good read. I suggest you pick it up, and that's why I'm going to pre-order it at GameStop because I really like the idea of the Red Sun skins.
What was the other DLC you said?
Blackest Night.
That's for Best Buy?
Yep,
Best Buy.
Oh, these guys are going head to head.
Zombie Modus, the trailer says, or whatever.
Yeah, Zombie Modus.
Okay,
you get Zombie, Batman, Catwoman, and
Grundy, which is
already a zombie.
Double negative.
So Batman is, what is it, darker than before?
No, he's just got rotted teeth.
Yeah.
So it's a zombie map pack almost.
Pretty much.
No, it's just it's a picture of Batman with braces on. It's different.
Yeah, dirt on the cape. It looks like he must have fired out.
I just fucking drank a 12-pack. Let's go fucking fight crime, hey guys! Robin, heat up the Batmobile.
Fight crime in the trailer park. Let's roll around.
Yeah, I think there's some fucking meth here. Let's fucking stop some crime.
Oh, and he has what is it, the Green Lantern symbol, the blackest night, Green Lantern symbol kind of thing on his chest. He doesn't have the bat symbol; it's something else. I forgot.
So
it's a variation of the Green Lantern and the bat symbol.
Yeah,
together.
there you go.
What?
The bat
Stupid.
landing.
The bat landing?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps you find your keys.
Ah, shit. Where are my keys?
I can never have to worry about a dark spot. All right, so I think that wraps it up for all the new upcoming games. Games that have already been out for a while now. Tomb Raider, I know you've been into that. That's gotten a lot of love.
Yeah, I got like a 9.5 out of like IGN or something like
It
that.
looks so good.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I've never played any of the Tomb Raider games. The only time that I've ever played it was, if anyone remembers, when PlayStation came out and you got the Game Informer version of PlayStation where you
The
got
demo?
the demo discs.
Demos?
And there was like
Run
5
around your
demos and
mansion?
stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, that was like a freaking kid's dream. You know, you get the demos and you're just like, well, I can't afford all these games, so I'm just going to play the demos over and over again until, you know, my mom decides to get me something for Christmas. You know, I got to narrow it down to Gex or Crash Bandicoot. But if anyone remembers, one of the demos was you're Lara Croft and you start off in like this cave and these 2 tigers come out. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
And they immediately kill you.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, this game sucks. I hate it. You know, you got 2 pistols and these tigers immediately kill you. And like, I feel like when you shoot a tiger in real life, like, one shot should scare it away and be like, all right, I'm not going to
No,
fuck with
bullets actually make tigers
Yeah.
stronger.
Oh, so they like level
Yeah.
up? Okay.
Yeah.
And also
Alright.
more aware.
In the game, you have
Kinda
to
like Skynet.
backflip over them to actually beat them.
Well,
Yeah.
how else would you beat a tiger? I don't understand what the problem is.
You got a front flip. Too.
Yeah, you get an elephant
Oh, yeah,
gun
front- oh, I
and you
didn't know
shoot
that.
its face off. No, we love animals on the show. So pretty much that was the only demo that I played for Tomb Raider, and then ever since then, like, they came out with like 10 Tomb Raiders, and I was like, I do not care for Lara Croft. And then they came out with the terrible Angelina Jolie movies, and
Very good. Very well written.
What?
Pretty sure Martin Scorsese did those.
If there wasn't a sex scene, then
Daniel
I did not
Craig
care.
was in them.
Yeah, Daniel Craig before he was Bond. So that launched his career.
was in that movie?
Yeah, you take your words back now.
All right, I'm sorry.
Nobody can make jumping off a train landing in it. His cufflink looked that good.
And not get dirty. But so I bought this one in full confidence because I heard it was a full reboot. They're starting from scratch. Played the game, and I mean, from what I can tell, they completely changed it up from the crappy PS3 demo
Yeah.
that I was playing.
Yeah.
Total reboot.
Haven't
right
even
way.
played the game. Watched a couple of walkthroughs, and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Played the game. They set the story up so you're pretty much Lara Croft coming up to her like Tomb Raider-esque, you know,
Archaeologist.
yeah, you know, she's young. She kind of doesn't know what she's doing. When you play the game in the beginning, she's kind of very vulnerable, and there's a lot. There's a lot of cutscenes where she's moaning and making weird noises like "Ah, help me," and and that was getting annoying. But then after a certain part in the game, she kind of realizes that she's a badass and she can kill whatever she wants.
I'm gonna fight these wolves.
Yeah, yep,
While my foot's in a bear trap.
yep,
Like-
pretty much.
I'm
And-
gonna find my foot while these wolves are attacking.
I'm gonna fucking fight these wolves, drink this beer, fucking cook me a burger, and call it a day.
There's all
No,
the supplies with her right there.
No, yeah.
Alright.
she's Tomb Raider, dude.
A really odd
Yeah,
island.
yeah, fucking cook a burger while you put in a bear trap. That's a nice island.
No, but
Sounds leisurely.
It was British.
That explains it.
the first thing I could compare it to is pretty much the Uncharted games, where
A lot of people said that. Yeah.
yeah, you know, it's
No, I think he was the first one to ever say that. That was a good quote.
yeah.
That's a quote, everyone.
Very good quote from
Yeah.
everyone else.
I stole.
No one else said
I
that.
stole it. I stole it. Cry about it.
Original.
OG.
Waka waka.
Oh man, yeah. So to me, it felt like the Uncharted games. You know, free roaming. You could use the environment to your leisure. She starts off with a bow and arrow, and it's pretty much made out of twine, sticks, gum. You know,
What kind of shoes
Good
is she wearing?
intentions.
shoes.
Yeah, she
Probably.
got Nikes?
I know she had Uggs. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they had a hand in that.
Well, she was supposed to be on vacation.
I didn't like that too much. Yeah. But the game's really fun. I liked it. The story's really cool. You can play it either way. I guess there's not really like a stealth way to play it, but if you play it aggressively, you're going to die a lot. They have this cool thing that they added that's kind of like detective mode from Batman. It's called survival mode. You hit it, and then all the important stuff gets highlighted in gold. And there's pretty much, like animals that you apparently have to kill animals, but you get nothing from it. You get random experience. Yeah, it's for food, but there's no like health bar or anything. So when you're hurt, you just walk around a little bit, and then your health regenerates. But I guess by killing random animals, the health,
cook like a flank steak.
Yeah, like a filet mignon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the game,
traded to villages.
You upgrade your archery, I think, by doing things like
you
that.
upgrade all your weapons, but you start off with a bow and arrow.
Okay, well that makes sense.
And then you find a pistol later on and stuff. So I've been playing the game. It's pretty fun. Haven't beaten it yet, but
So pretty much everyone who said that the game's gotten a lot of love. So everyone, you say you concur with everyone?
Yeah, I say pick it up.
All right. Another game I know that you have, it came out, Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
It's an RPG.
Yeah.
Don't really know too much about it. Would you mind explaining it to me?
Yeah. So pretty much, Ni no Kuni is almost goes back to like a retro RPG game / Pokemon-esque game.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, how many Pokemons do they have out now? Like 30?
Not enough, if you ask me.
Well,
Yeah.
like 4.5?
They're only up to like 1,002 Pokemon.
Yeah, so, apparently Ash is still trying to catch them all. It's never going to happen.
You haven't been Ash since the first ones.
Yeah,
It's got to be like 40 by now, right?
Yeah. He's got kids.
He probably gave up. Pikachu is probably his manservant, and he's like, yeah, Pikachu.
No, actually, a very bad drug problem. Very sad situation over at the Ketchum house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Addicted to cocaines, we call them.
Are you sure it's cocaine?
Yeah, no, on the street we call them cocaines.
I don't know. It might be, what's that attack that Butterfree has? Friggin' Spore attack? He probably getting high off the Spore shit.
No kidding. You gotta
Yeah,
snort it all.
There's a reason why he kept Butterfree around for that long. He's like, yeah, fucking get me high off that Spore shit.
Alright, so Ni no Kuni is a mixture between retro RPG and Pokemon.
Yeah.
What's the main story behind it?
The main story is pretty much you're this kid, you're this young innocent kid. You got an okay life, and apparently, this is how it starts. It's just like a happy-go-lucky game that's set up like a movie, and the kid sneaks out to his friend's house because his friend's building like a hot rod streetcar, which I do not condone anyone ever doing. This kid's like 8 years old. And
Well,
he's
that's
like,
what you gotta do.
he's like, hey, come over. The car's done. We're gonna friggin' race it on the pier. Just hang out and have a couple beers. Kid goes out.
Some normal little kid stuff.
Yeah,
Friggin' 8-year-olds.
these kids they're like 8-year-olds. I swear. The kid gets into the car, starts driving. It's a standard stick shift. I don't know how these 8-year-olds know. Apparently in Japan, you're born knowing how to Tokyo drift.
Well, they got wood blocks on their feet that they take on so they can clutch.
Well, you are Asian, so
Yeah.
like, the physics and mathematics of it are going to be like learned quicker than
Yeah, he already knows how to break dance into the club after he drifts into the parking spot.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
Gets in the car, starts racing, and then it pans out to this like weird like witch warlock chick, and she's like, his heart's pure, all this crap, I want him dead. And she like casts like this weird spell so the car tire like comes off or something like that. He drives off the road into a lake, and his mom so happens to wake up, and she's like, oh, where's my son? And he's like, oh my god, he's not around. She runs outside and immediately knows where he is.
And you gotta check the lake.
Yeah, and she tries to save him. She does get him out. His friend, by the way, is still there. He doesn't do anything but watch him drown because apparently this kid can't swim. The mom saves him, and then she has a heart attack. Like, just right then and there, and then she ends up dying.
You like this game?
No, it's a good game.
Sounds terrible.
It's such a weird story. Like, it starts you off with, like, such a tragic event for this 8-year-old kid.
Is this the game you play after we play Call of Duty so you calm down?
Yeah,
Go to sleep
it's
at night?
it's very
That's the one.
it's very tranquil, but the graphics are nice. Apparently, you get this guardian stuffed animal that the kid cries because his mom's dead. The tear drops on the tear drops on the thing, and he's like, "Oh hey, by the way, I'm a fairy with a freaking lantern pierced to my nose." And your tear
Very common.
opened the spell, and now I'm going to take you back to my land because there's a way to save your mom. So he's like, all right, cool. And he's like, well, you got to be a wizard first.
Christ, I hate this.
It's like, oh, so you gotta be a wizard, come back to my world, and pretty much you're gonna learn all these spells, and you're gonna help me out, but at the same time, if we can save your mom. But it's set up like Pokemon because you can cast spells, but then you get these things that they're called familiars, and you're supposed to capture them just like in Pokemon.
Okay.
And they fight for you.
All right. So interesting game.
It's
Not very liked at this table.
It's very weird, but it looks cool.
All right,
For
so
the most
now that we're
part.
done with that dumb game, we can go to a new one. Sean, I believe you said that they announced new Fallout?
No, there was talk. Yeah, rumored new Fallout. Rumored.
Rumors of new Fallout?
Yeah, the guy who actually did Three Dogs. Yeah, Three Dog.
Yep.
Yeah, Three Dog's voice in the radio station in Fallout 3 had tweeted that he was being recasted for the new Fallout game. Which
Okay,
is
so
really
that means
good.
there's definitely one in the works.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely for the next gen system.
Okay, I know that game's very popular with everyone.
Next gen game, that'd be awesome. I love the Fallout games.
Never got into them, tried a lot of times, as you know.
Yeah.
Never could get into them. Don't know why. I love Skyrim. But
I know, it's so odd to me that you can't get into that.
it was the Pit Boy.
Yeah.
It was the Pit Boy.
Really?
I don't like it. It's not for me, okay?
It's like a map.
I do want to try it again, honestly.
I wish you
really
would.
give it a try. The combat was a little bit weird too with that slowdown mode, where you could pick where you want to shoot, and it gives you a percentage of like the hit.
The VAT system.
I just feel like I couldn't really get into it because I wasn't doing very well with the. I feel like everything was too strong for me already in such an early part of the game.
No.
But maybe that was just me because I know there's not really a right way to play that game. You can just kind of go wherever you
You
want.
can kind of go wherever you want, but like I say in the beginning, like stealth is probably key. Like in order to build up.
You can play it any way you want. That's the way those games are made.
I'm just saying to stealth, so you don't have that hard time that you're having. You know, so you can gather enough resources to, be able to take on those bigger characters and.
If you go on it in like a full brute mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck me.
You still look good while you're saying it though.
Whatever. If you go full Hulk on people, I mean, you're gonna build your stats that early in the game. It's gonna make for better gameplay later on.
See, when I first played the game, I started it, didn't really know what was going on, walked into Megaton, and left there, and I was like, all right, here we go. I'm going to be an awesome freaking player, and just kept getting annihilated.
It's kind of weird. I killed all the adults but the kids in that town. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think about it sometimes.
That's probably what Michael Jackson would do, too.
I left all the kids like, okay, now you start the new civilization. And the animals.
Do it right.
And the animals I left alive. That stupid-ass dog that would bark at you all the time.
That was a good dog.
Liam Neeson did the voice in that one, too, right? Was it one
For
of
the
them?
dog?
Yeah.
He gets his hands in everything. Everything.
Oh, he's riddled with AIDS.
I love that so much.
Okay, so that's the rumor on. Well, I mean, it's pretty much confirmed that they're recasting the voice of Three Dogs. But
God, I hated
it.
it.
New Fallout. I know this is a big topic with you guys. The big letdown of probably the last month as Aliens, Colonial Marines.
That game.
Very highly anticipated game, and according to I haven't played it myself, but according to everyone here, not very good.
I mean, that ending is disgusting.
It took us 12 minutes to do the final boss, and once you figured out how to kill the queen, it was pretty much like that's it.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were shooting at the queen, and you were like, our bullets aren't doing anything. I was like, what? And then we're like, oh, okay, how are we gonna kill her? And immediately just
Okay, how about this? Let's catapult her out of the goddamn ship. She doesn't catapult out of the ship. She hooks onto the end of it, climbs back in, and some guy suicide fucking Al-Qaeda's at her ass out of the goddamn fucking ship into space where, hey, okay, that's it. Let's talk around the table. What are we going to do next? Game ends. Are you fucking kidding me?
If you're the sincere rage in his voice.
I mean, I was excited for this game.
It
and-
A lot of people were.
It sucks so bad because, watching the Alien movies, even the Alien vs. Predator and all that stuff, I mean, they weren't that great, but, basing it off of Aliens, and then, you get Terminator, the whole Predator, that whole, genre type universe. they brought back what's his face, the guy Kyle Reese.
I forget his real name in real life, but yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Michael Bain.
Is that his name?
Yeah, I don't know. See, he hasn't been in anything great since Terminator, and then I guess
Bain.
Okay. Yeah, they bring him into it. They're like, oh hey, we'll get the cheapest voice actors that are hurting for work because their careers have been ruined.
Fucking Chuck Hubert.
From one movie, and he's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Like, this game's gonna be great, right, guys? They're like, yeah. We'll just say that we're gonna get these famous actors to do the voices, and then just let you down completely in the story.
This is all facts, by the way. No, it's not.
We made this up.
It sounded very true.
No, but I want to know how much Sega paid Gearbox to put their name on the goddamn box.
Too much.
I know, a lot of people are giving Gearbox a lot of shit for that.
Yeah,
but you know what?
Gearbox, they formally apologized for it.
Oh, they did? I didn't hear that.
And not only that,
I didn't get that apology. They should have inboxed it to me like, we know you bought this game. We'll give you an extra 500 game score points for this terrible, shitty game that wasted 4 hours of your life.
I think I read somewhere that
I like how it's only 4 hours.
It really was 4 hours.
Yeah, no shit. We ran through it, and then fucking, one of the new aliens is running through barriers, like glitching through it. It's like, okay, this is my fucking life right now. Like, come on. But I think Gearbox only helped out with the online. Is that what? I think I read
the online is just as terrible. The online is so bad that when we played that night for like an hour or so, I got an inbox message from apparently like a maxed out level multiplayer player being like, oh hey, if you looking for a group to play in for online, just add me and stuff and you can request it. That's how bad the multiplayer is that there's like probably 10 people sending messages to all the people that they run into being like, oh hey, if you're having trouble like finding a lobby, we'll just create a big party, add me, let me know, and we'll freaking play.
Hey man, we gotta keep this alive, right? No, we don't. And guess what? That season pass should be fucking free. Not 2,400 fucking points.
And if you're listening to this, you don't sound like that. We love your support.
Is it really 2,400?
2,400 points for that season.
Why?
Shit pass.
Why?
Shit me.
Because it's amazing.
And
clearly,
yeah.
And
were there did you guys do the multiplayer at all? Like,
yeah.
Were there modes? I don't know anything about this game.
It kind of sucks because I got to go back and play the multiplayer because I'm at level 19, and you get the achievement for being a level 20.
And achievements are very important. If you're not getting achievements, you're not getting shit.
Yeah, or bitches.
Big thing with us. Love the bitches.
Yeah.
I like achievements.
Except for the married guy.
But they made it impossible. If you're an alien, you're pretty much left with like a couple of attacks, and the Marines
handed to the Marines.
Yeah, which is insane because I feel like it should be the other way around. Or if anything,
it was completely opposite in AVP, the online of that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the Marines were the worst race you could be, and
Yeah.
then Predator was my favorite, and then some people were amazing with the Alien.
Yeah.
It's a known fact that the only person that can defeat these things is Sigourney Weaver and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Both alien killer
And the
bros.
story.
Yeah,
Done.
and the
Right
story.
there.
Yeah. If you're not Sigourney Weaver, then you can't kill the aliens. That's how they should have based it off. They just,
Or Arnold.
yeah,
or it could have
Arnold.
been a Danny Glover, Sigourney Weaver hybrid of a baby to fight the alien predator hybrid. Hybrid versus hybrid.
Oh, that's
Good
right.
idea for
Danny
your next
Glover.
game.
Danny fucking Glover.
That movie.
Or grizzly bear.
I don't know. That movie was.
Getting too old for this shit.
that movie.
Paxton was in that too.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, he was. He was. He was
Right.
like. He was
That's
like that rogue detective guy or whatever.
He was in part 2 of Aliens and part 2 of Predator.
Did you know that
Game
this is
over,
actually
man.
a fact that Bill Paxton can punch a twister and dissipate it with his bare hands? It's a fact. You can look it up on Wikipedia.
And then if there isn't one, and he smacks his hands together,
he
can
creates one. Yeah. All right. So you knew.
Yeah,
you knew.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
who hasn't, honestly?
Anyone remember the time he fucking pissed himself in True Lies?
Yep.
Yeah, that was all part of his plan. The guy's a spy. Right?
mean-
That's what I got from it.
Yeah. All spies know how to piss themselves on command.
Yeah. 28 likes on Facebook.
I hate
Heyo.
that.
What a dumb game.
I hate it.
All right. What else have we got here, guys?
You got 28 likes on Facebook.
28 likes.
Woo!
Almost a milestone with
Yeah.
30.
There we go.
What else do we have here? We could talk about THQ.
Going under.
going under, and all their properties being sold off. I think we have the figures on that.
Yeah, I hate THQ. Fuck them.
I'm a Saints Row fan.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you?
I am.
So will they get
I can tell you a ton of stuff about the new game coming out.
I would love to hear it.
Oh, would you?
I don't. Screw that game.
All right, never
I
mind.
can
then.
go outside.
No.
28.2 mil on Volition Saints Row IP and Metro Last Light.
Who picked that up?
Koch Media.
Koch Media. picked
Crotch
that up.
Media? All right.
That's it.
Koch.
That's actually the owner of Deep Silver, right there.
Deep Silver. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe those figures are correct. I don't know. I could be wrong.
22.
No, knowing you, you're
28.2.
probably too
I got
correct.
23 mil.
All right.
I want it down to cents. How many cents?
I got 23 million buyout from Forbes.com.
Rolling back
No,
prices.
that doesn't sound like a figure at all.
No, Forbes talks about Jets,
Okay.
GQ magazine,
Yeah.
just other magazines.
Great
Fancy
magazine.
haircuts.
Nice watches.
Manicured nails.
Who owns watches these
What
days?
was the price there?
28.2 mil.
No.
Do you own a watch?
I could
No,
be
it was
right.
the other one.
You know what? I could be right.
No,
What?
you're a fucking idiot.
All right, so what about the other properties that THQ gave up? I know there was one
Like
that
your
was
face.
considered a
We're
real
all
big
friends,
steal.
by the way. Just in case.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not after tonight.
All right, let's listen to me talk, guys.
fucking-
What were the other properties that were sold? I know there was one that was considered a very big steal.
Let's see. Crytek bought.
Wasn't it the South Park game?
Yeah,
Wasn't that
so-
a wicked? They
yeah,
like undersold that like
the
wicked
Stick of
bad.
Truth was bought out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna buy that game in hopes that it's more funny, so I can laugh about it. But
It's an RPG.
yeah, see, I don't get.
It'll be epic.
You think so?
If Trey Parker and Matt Stone have a hand in it, it'll be epic.
I gotta admit, I'm excited for it too.
Yeah, if
Really?
you like
I
those
like the
two
RPG
guys.
element too,
Yeah.
especially with South Park. I like to see how that come out.
I mean, Metro Last Light. I mean, I don't care who is doing it as long as it comes out great.
I don't know too much about that
They
game.
actually have a live action trailer for that.
Really?
It is phenomenal.
Bet you Harrison Ford's in it.
Nope.
I love the first one and this next one. This new one coming out, it just looks great. I mean, from the trailers, everything, the gameplay, it just looks awesome.
All I know is that it looks like Fallout, but a lot more depressing. From the looks of it, it looks like it looks like someone took a Fallout game and then someone gave it like 1 million diseases and the Black Plague, and they're like, "This is your world. Now you got to learn how to live in it."
And then threw 'em
Metro.
in Serbia.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay, so they took a shit game and made it even worse. That's what you guys are saying.
no, it's actually fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish it was.
I believe you.
It's based off of novels, actually.
Oh, reading's gay.
Yeah, reading is very gay.
No, it's gonna be good.
All right, so that takes care of the THQ.
Great.
We're done with that, guys.
Next,
Yeah, Metro Last Light was the only thing I cared about from.
How do you guys feel about the next gen
Homefront.
systems?
PS4. They just
Yeah,
you
they're
know.
coming.
Yeah, people will buy them.
I'm not done with my Xbox 360.
Yeah, me neither.
I feel like I just got that.
I gotta break it first.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be able to
I've had
afford?
20 of them.
Who's gonna be able to afford?
That's a legitimate figure, by the way. He has had 20 Xbox 360s. That is a legitimate figure.
I
I
love
got
it.
receipts.
I love how you got like really close to it, like you were getting like really serious. Like,
These people got
Well, they can
nervous.
tell. They can tell that he got in there for a real serious
well,
time.
I had to describe it, you know, for people that.
No, they know. They can tell by his
No,
voice.
but I feel like
Alright.
I looked intense when I said that.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
can see it.
You were sweating.
All right, the
Are
sincerity.
you all right? Take your jacket off.
I'm really cold.
Okay, all right.
East
But
Coast, baby.
What
what?
does that mean?
That means we're not the West Coast. We're the East Coast.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're on the other side of the country.
Yeah,
Of the United States.
We're on the better part.
Opposite.
Opposites, what's up?
But yeah, the PS4. I don't. Does anyone know what the design looks like? I know the controller is pretty much the basic one, and then there's just an open, empty space in the center of it. I don't.
It's
Even,
supposed to be some sort of screen.
Oh.
No,
Could
that's
you?
for when it vibrates, you can put your penis through it.
No. Could you use it on Xbox?
Nah,
It's like a vibrating cock ring.
I like his better.
no, I
Yeah.
think if you
It's
like
a
throw the
penis
controller
hole.
at the Xbox, it immediately knows what to do, and then it'll just play everything you want free of charge.
Or
No.
the Xbox eats it and then becomes stronger. Because I could care little for this.
So what do you guys think about the rumors the rumors of it all going digital with the Xbox 720.
I hate that.
Theft will go down. Profits will go up.
What about the always having to have an internet connection even just to play?
Hate it.
Yeah, that's
Don't
ridiculous.
like it.
I mean,
Don't need it.
You can't.
I will unplug my system. Fucking.
Okay, for
I will
instance,
burn it every time I have to use it if I have to.
yeah, we're Massachusetts. We just had that snowstorm a month ago, maybe less than that. We had no power for whatever, and
Close
then,
to a week.
Yeah, and then everything was screwy and stuff like that. And when you did get power, if the cable and crap like that's out, you know, what are you going to do? Be screwed? Just look at your Xbox?
No,
or
just
PlayStation?
take it to the local rec center and plug it in.
I'm going to go to Starbucks and throw it through the goddamn window because I'd rather fucking do that than have to, like, be pissed off that I don't have the signal.
It'll be like literally.
I wonder if
20-minute
people. You know what?
process
Someone
every
should do
time.
that.
I just don't see the reasoning behind it. I mean, there are obviously single-player games that are just pure single-player games, and to not be able to play that if you don't have an internet connection. Some people don't play multiplayer at all and have no reason to have an internet connection, so what are you going to do about those customers?
Exactly. I mean...
It's one of those things where it forces you to get the internet.
Yeah. It's forcing you to be a personable
So do you
person.
really what it comes down to is do you think that it's going to happen?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen. You know, it cuts down on production of like the DVDs, all that stuff, all the materials that it takes to, you know, make a game. You know, there's more profit into it. Look at that.
And Tomb Raider.
How easily distracted I am.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
been
Tomb
going on
Raider's
literally
playing
the
in the
whole time.
background. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Hey, FYI, I pick up Tomb Raider. It's pretty good. No, but crap. Now I lost my train of thought.
What? It's like GameFly and GameStop like that much of a threat where they have to do something like that?
Well,
I mean, come on.
if you think
most
about
people, to own a game like that, they want the copy. Like, they want their disc in their possession.
there are people that are like
I
that.
know I'm like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love going to GameStop.
I like having a game and having it. You know what I mean? Like, something I can hold in my hand. I don't want it just to be sitting on my Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Sean. Just I don't care about
I
things,
don't
really.
know.
No barter system.
But they lose so much money on, you know, you buy the game, and if you hate it, like it, whatever, like, what's stopping me from lending it to you and having you play it instead of you going out to buy it? They lose so much money just by doing that.
Because I want my own copy.
Then guess what, people? Make Epic Online, and then, like, that's how that works out. All right?
Okay.
Problem
That's a
solved.
good point. Look at that. We just revolutionized the gaming industry.
Fix yourself.
Yeah.
They're going to lose out on all this money on the people who are purely single player. Don't go online and play. That's a lot of money you're losing.
There's got to be something to pull them in, though.
Like what?
It has to be. I don't know, like friggin'
Every game
free
has to be some
prostitutes or
sort
something.
of
I don't know.
multiplayer system.
Okay, guess what?
But
Make the games like that if they're $30. How about that? You want to make games digital? Make them like $25, and then okay, that'll be all right.
You know what though?
That's actually not that bad of an idea.
Now
I think that'll be all right with
that you said
Yeah,
that,
but less care would go into them, and they
the
wouldn't be as good.
the PS4 games. What if
That's
they're
true.
like $70?
That's it.
I heard that the PS4, it pretty much to get the best out of the PS4, you need a 3D TV because all the games
Fucking
they
shitting me.
yeah.
I hate that. I hate that if that's the
Isn't that
thing.
crazy? They're like, you need a 3D TV to get the best out of your PS4 type deal. I mean, PS3 has the most 3D compatible games. Xbox has a couple.
It's not a major deterrent for me, though. Just because I don't have a 3D TV doesn't mean it's not going to look awesome.
Oh, I
Right?
know.
Just to get the absolute best. I mean, the PC still has the best graphics no matter what.
Yeah. No
so,
matter
I mean,
what.
if graphics are really that important to you, you can just play PC games.
Is that good enough?
That's great.
That's fucking phenomenal. Are you guys kidding me?
Oh,
I had
by the way,
direction this entire time.
we got Tomb Raider playing in the background, and
Yeah, the playthrough of the new Team
And I've been
Yeah.
erect the entire time.
yeah, we got the new Laura Croft. You know what she looks like? Who's that chick?
Ellen Page.
No, who's that girl who played Mystique in the new X-Men movie?
Oh, Juno.
Ellen Page.
I don't know.
Yeah, that girl. It looks like it looks like her, except she's not blue. I don't know. Someone find out her name. I don't know what her name is.
Elijah Dushku.
Elijah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I know her. She's
No, no,
amazing.
no,
She's a great cheerleader, by the way.
It's Judy Garland. All right, let's move on.
Claire
Judy Garland.
Danes.
Winona Ryder.
She was in Stardust. It was a good movie. Robert De Niro played a gay pirate.
Robert De Niro, really?
Well, I think the last thing we have on the agenda today is upcoming PAX East.
Yes.
It's a big thing we're all attending. What date are we going on?
The 24th.
The 24th, that's a Sunday.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get the whole 3-day pass because everyone beat us to it. But we're still going for the Sunday. They're going to reveal the new Vault
Hunter for Borderlands 2. I am wicked excited about that.
We're
That's
all
so
very
cool.
excited about that.
That is a good reveal.
Yeah.
Looking for a new reason to get back into that game.
Reason for anybody to get back in that game. God damn it.
Struck a nerve, guys.
Yeah,
So.
Nobody plays Borderlands anymore.
Yeah, there's so much crap out. That's why we got to deal with sift through everything.
I think that's a major problem is you buy a game and if you don't play it right away and beat it and get all the content you can out of it, you pretty much you play one game and then they're like, oh hey, by the way, it's gonna be Call of Duty 45 and you got to pick that up and this game's gonna be irrelevant.
I heard that was gonna be good though.
Yeah, the best.
I mean, I'm on my second playthrough of Dead Space 3. I love that, and that's going to take precedent. Even though I love Borderlands 2, I almost have all the achievements in the first one. I love the second one. I have the season pass, but I need to play Dead Space right now.
Those games are too scary for me. I can't.
You got the season pass for Borderlands 2, and
I have 2 things downloaded for it.
I was.
How many of them you played? One?
Yeah, okay, we can all agree that fucking
so
Captain Scarlet, that's a horrible DLC.
Okay, so that's the one you played.
Yeah, I have
So
that
far.
one too, and I played literally 2 minutes of it. Got to the town, didn't play it since.
Yeah.
You know what? It's remnants of friggin' the first Borderland with the snatch and grab.
Pretty much it was is they just make you walk everywhere to make it seem like you're getting your money's worth, like it's long.
Yeah.
It cuts down on the content.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but come on, that's...
I thought one of my favorite campaigns, actually, I thought the Borderlands 2 campaign was amazing compared to the first one.
I mean,
that was really good. I liked it.
All of us together, we must have played that, how many playthroughs? 20 times?
Oh, the first one alone, I did every single character, at least 2 playthroughs.
Yeah.
And the second one, I have 9 characters, too.
I did the first one, maybe once.
Well, you never got into the first one, really.
Yeah, we did the playthrough of the first one, I feel like a couple of weeks before the second one, because you never got into it.
It wasn't a couple of weeks.
Wasn't it, though?
No.
Sooner?
It was probably 5 months before the second one came
I didn't even buy the first one until it was marked down to $20, and the only reason why was because I found out there was no multiplayer to it. So I was like, why am I going to pay $60 for a game just to play the campaign when all the other games that come out have multiplayer to it? It's all about replay value, obviously. I mean, I didn't know that with Borderlands there's a lot of replay value by playing the story all the way through, but
And then it changes to the second playthrough.
yeah, but I didn't know that at all. In all the other games, it's you pay $60 for it. I'm getting my money's worth because there's at least going to be a multiplayer. A lot of the times, my decision for buying a game is if there's a multiplayer because I feel like I'm getting robbed paying $60. And if I get a shitty campaign and then I get an okay multiplayer, then that's fine. But if it's just a campaign and I hate it, then I'm going to feel like I just got robbed.
Homefront.
Yep.
Oh, no. That game was 2 hours. 2 hours.
That sucks too because
I'd give them 3.
that's an awesome situation for a video game.
It really
Oh
is,
yeah, even the multiplayer was awesome because it was different. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and then they were like, "No, we're gonna take that idea and we're just gonna use it because you guys are probably bankrupt by now."
Yeah.
Because you play the game and you're 2 hours in, and then you're at the end, and you're like, "Oh, something big's gonna happen." It's the end. America wins, or
when THQ went under, Crytek picked that up. By the way.
Yeah.
oh, great! So they're gonna make another crappy version of it.
No, it will be done right.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so with a new studio.
No, I'm probably not gonna buy it.
No, I'll probably get it because I love that kind of shit. And it's the same. The guy who wrote what the hell was it? Red Dawn.
Oh, John Holmes.
There you go. I don't know, but
Louis Anderson.
There it is.
Is he writing the second one too? Or did he make one story and they're cutting it up into games?
Did they come out with that Red Dawn movie, the remake?
Yeah.
Is that what it's...
Yeah, it's got Thor in it.
Yeah, Thor. No, not Thor, is it?
Yeah, Thor and...
it's Thor...
from the Hunger Games.
No, and that other kid from Drake and Josh. The one that lost all the weight.
Drake?
No, Josh. He's not in there, is he?
I don't know. It's one of them. He lost a bunch of weight.
The kid from the Hunger Games is in it.
Yeah, he's in it too.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, so we're gonna put Thor in 7 feet tall, and then we're gonna cast you around a bunch of 5'5" people, so everyone just focuses on you because you're the only one with military
Yeah,
experience.
he's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. We're the Wolverines, and we create mayhem. Like, what, are you kidding me?
I'll stick with Roadhouse before I go over to Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
he's Patrick. What is he? A black belt, roundhousing people left and right?
He studies ripping throats.
Yeah, not only that, he's done his own stitches. I mean, you saw him fight the guy with the knife in his boot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little bit off topic there. Is there
guy's
anything
dead.
at PAX East?
Oh yeah, PAX East. So we
were talking about that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're going to that. We're going on Sunday.
The hell is PAX East?
I don't know. It was just
I'm not
on this piece of paper.
I'm not even going to that anymore. I got to work.
No, we're going to
So
go...
we talked about the Vault Hunter being revealed.
Yeah.
Excited about that. Is there anything else anyone can think of?
We're gonna take a bunch of pictures with a bunch of weirdos that dress up. They're not weirdos. I'm lying. They're creative people.
Some of them are weirdos.
Yeah. Like
Some of them smell, let's be honest. Come on. We can't protect everybody's feelings.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
No, but PAX East should be pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly can't wait to be there. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Have a lot more to talk about, obviously, after we go there. And
Tear some throats, flip some tables. We got this.
Yeah, roundhouse some people. Maybe Lone Wolf will be there. Walker, Texas Ranger.
there might be some girls with some tits.
That could be something.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
I do like those.
God, if Walker Texas Ranger is there, I will shit my pants.
Maybe we'll have some interviews for you. Put it up on our YouTube page.
Yeah, we'll definitely have some audio, some pictures. You're going to get the lowdown on everything on our Twitter, on our Facebook, even YouTube.
You just want to plug that stuff in right now?
We're at Konnection X on
Twitter.
At Twitter. Connection Interrupted on Facebook.
Yep.
And our YouTube channel is...
I think it's Connection Interrupted. It's linked to our Gmail account, so
Yeah.
YouTube.
yeah,
Just look at that.
If you follow our Twitter, it will give you the update that we're live streaming or doing something on YouTube.
We're working on a website. They'll have all the links on that too.
Yeah.
So as soon as that's up, we'll let you know.
I mean, we are constantly busy for you.
Yeah.
All right, so this was our first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll have another one soon.
I mean, so many. It's going to be like...
It's
really
gonna
weird.
be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Almost too
Let
many.
him do the exit.
Oh yeah, you want to do the exit?
I was good at that. All right, guys, that was our first episode. We'll have more. Signing off, this is Eric.
Barry?
Sean.
Joe.
That's Connection X.